Hey everyone, this is Diabetes the Second here with the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Seed of the Week for December 20th, 2020. Rules for the race are the same as usual and are shown on screen. For more information about the Seed of the Week, the Randomizer, and the DWR Discord community, check the description below. As for me, I stream DWR fairly regularly at twitch.tv/diabetesthe2nd, usually somewhere between 8 p.m. and midnight Eastern, including viewer-requested seeds and community races, with the occasional vanilla speedrun stream on Saturday morning. So feel free to stop by. I know it's fun for me, and I'd like to think it's fun for those who come out and watch me sometimes suffer and sometimes excel. Just depends on the seed. So definitely would love to have you come out if you are interested. So as usual, we'll be doing some post-mortem commentary of my run this week, and the results of this week's run will be shown at the conclusion of the seed. So a lot to talk about in terms of the preamble for this one. So this week's flag set is meant to be kind of a nice present during the Christmas week. We'll see much of what we're used to, including a randomized overworld map, town and cave locations, chest and search spot treasures, enemy zones, skills and spells, hero stat growth and spells as well. But we'll also be featuring random equipment shop prices, random XP and gold rewards from battle, 50% XP required for leveling with random level thresholds, repel in dungeons, short Charlock, fast text, and speed hacks. You got all that? Alright. Think of it as an almost chaos situation where everything but the enemy stats are randomized. Starting off here with a dragon scale and a cursed belt. Pretty reasonable stats here to start. No spells. And a town immediately outside. See if we can pick up a kill and a level before we get in there. Now we got the kill. We got quite a bit of money. So we'll see if there's anything here in the shop. It is Cantlin. Ooh, it's a nice, cheap, full plate armor there. It's also a pretty cheap silver shield. Not that we can afford it quite yet. There's also a flame sword there, but at several thousand gold, not super duper likely we're going to be able to pick that up quite yet. Taking the death refill there, I think I was just irritated with the lack of encounters there in the forest, probably heading over into the desert tile, see if we can get a bit better encounter rate. There we go. Oh, not much there at level 2. How about levels 3 and 4? Didn't look like we picked up any spells there, but decent stat gains so far. Drakey seemed to be a very good, consistent, easy source of experience points as we hop 3 levels all the way up to level 7. And another level up to level 8. Haven't checked the spells yet. Let's see what we've got. No? We've learned something. More big stat gains. 14-4, 14-4, and another spell here at level 9. Still haven't checked the spells. In general, in these early seeds, early in a seed, where we have kind of this fast text, speed hack, random XP, and, random XP per level, it is a good idea to grind up until you find a healing spell. We saw that a couple of weeks ago, where it's really helpful if we can do that. We can now afford the silver shield. Might have been worth checking the other shop to see if, you know, there was something like a broadsword available. Even a hand axe or copper sword could be useful. Although we are fairly strong, we should be able to take out these early enemies without too much difficulty. We seem to be completely bounded by swamp in every direction, though. It's level 10. Finally checking the spells, and, well, we've got most of them. Looks like everything but sleep and return as we see the dead end. Take another death. Yeah, I just think of that as kind of a quick refill. Granted, we do have heal more now, so we should be able to do that, or utilize that. So we've gone south and found nothing. So we're going to try north next. There's level 11 and another new spell, so that's going to be Sleep or Return. I think those are the only two we didn't have yet. As we find a awkward dead end here at the top of the map. Looks like that was Sleep, so Return is the only spell we don't have. Of course, it was the one we wanted to use right there. So a couple directions to go. We have this area to the east, and we have some area southwest of the castle we haven't checked yet. Oh, there's our Sherlock Castle sighting. Looks like, though, since we're close to the top of the map, it might be worth checking out this branch, seeing if it dead ends, but it does have a cave here. It's the Staff of Rain Cave. We don't have the harp yet. Oh, this actually continues through and branches out a little bit. We've got a town up here also. It's Breck. Again, worthwhile to check and see if we have a weapon here. Doesn't look like it. A 3,000 gold hand axe is about as good as it gets. We just don't have the funds for such as the present time. Hurtmore is going to help things out a lot as well. Really more for the defensive capability and allowing us to continue to survive rather than an offensive capability. I'd probably rather take out easy enemies that are worth a lot as opposed to strong enemies that might not be. Ooh, Metal Scorpions with the DL2 breath. MP starting to run a little bit on the thin side here. Only 2 heal mores left in the tank. But we're getting good exploration done. It's definitely a challenge in this flag set, because we're not looking for any alternate win conditions as we have in prior weeks. As we hit level 13, pick up Return, some decent stat gains, is that we're not really sure exactly, you know, when we're going to be ready stat-wise. And chances are, with the very fast battles and how many we're taking, we're already level 13, just 7 minutes in. You know, at some point we're going to be ready for a Dragon Lord fight. So we do have to be cognizant of that and not take so many fights or grind so much that we're ready to win without all the stuff for too long. It's a very challenging balance between those competing interests in this type of flag set. As we hover to the northern edge of the map and see that there's yet another cave. I was hoping this was a quick dead end. It turned out to be quite a bit of stuff to explore. It's actually 2 caves, and ultimately a dead end otherwise. So let's see what the caves are. The Stones of Sunlight Cave. The freebie chest is... ooh, a magic key. That's really helpful. That's going to give us access to the coordinates in Cantlin. We have the locked shop there as well. We also have the Treasury in Tangical Castle, as well as the cave below it. And next up we have the Mountain Cave. So 5 chests here. This could be a good opportunity to check the 5 chests if we can get all the way there. We're out of heal mores at this point. We do have a couple heal casts, though. And potentially fish for a gold grind. We don't need much in order to pick up a flame sword, which would be really nice for our offensive capabilities. Wings there in the first chest. Fairy Flute in the second. Slimes are worth an awful lot. Chest 3 and 4 are both gold. Ugh. We dragons have heal more. Oh, that burned our last heals. Hopefully we can get to the last chest here. I hate... Oh, 1 HP! Ooh, that's a lot of stat gains. That was 15 and 16 combined. Oh, God, those numbers are looking really good for even a Dragon Lord fight, almost. Cursed Belt in the last chest, so no help there. Let's see if we can take a death refill, get back to the castle, and check all the things. Meanwhile, I will be happy to take out a few more Wolf Lords. 230 experiences, not too bad. Okay, Druid Lord takes us out, sends us home. Let's start doing our checks. As soon as the soldier gets out of our way, it allows us to loot the treasury. We have the Harp Knight, which is fairy water. We've got gold. Perfect. We can do a little bit of a gold grind, enough to pick up a flame sword. That was a key in the center chest, and more gold. Fill up on keys. We have enough to buy the flame sword with 4,500. We could also fill up on herbs. Things progressing very quickly here, 11 minutes in, already level 16. Already got really good defensive equipment, about to pick up some good offensive equipment. No quest items, though. Tablet Cave in the basement. 1 chest, no encounters down here. The Hand Axe, which is... okay, the Silver Harp. So there's quest item number 1. We know where the Staff Cave is. And actually, after picking up a flame sword here, and probably filling up on herbs, even though it's a bit backtracky because we know everything past it is a dead end, doing the staff turn-in now is a good idea, and the reason for that is if we were to find the stones, the token, and then the Jerk Cave, we want to make sure that we can do the turn-in for the Rainbow Drop. Ah, good call. We're going to check for coordinates here in Cantlin as well. 64 south, 23 east. Hard to say if that's an area we can access. It's probably going to be south of Sharlock somewhere? Probably a little bit less east and a little bit further south from that, though. Princess pickup might be in order. Just have to see exactly what we can find. A count would probably not be very easy. But possible. Depending on the terrain, of course. Good, looks like we are going to do the staff turn-in with exactly what I said in mind. Just in case we find all the other things, we're ready to get our rainbow drop. Stat-wise here with the Flame Sword, surprisingly close to Dragon Lord ready. 1 strength isn't going to help all that much here at level 17. But if we were to pick up Erdrick's Sword right now, add 12 attack power to the mix, 134 attack power, we happen to find, the Fighter's Ring or something as well, as we see a cave. It is... Ooh, Swamp North. You know what? Princess Rescue sounds like a good idea. We're going to be exploring in the area where we're likely to find the coordinates. That way there's no backtracking, we're just going and exploring right in the direction we need to go anyway. I like it. But mathematically speaking, since everyone loves to talk about abstract math while watching video games, we would be pretty close to... Actually, we would probably be almost good to go for a Dragon Lord fight at this point. If we have Erdrick's Sword, and Erdrick's Armor for that matter, neither of which we have as yet. As the princess rides Tov's back to the king. Tove has been a good doggo, receives Gwaelin's love, which will GPS us to whatever is on the overworld map. At this point, could be either the sword or the armor. Could also be one of our 2 remaining quest items, the Stones of Sunlight, or Erdrick's Token. Could also be the Death Necklace. So lots of possibilities. Still lots of checks out there for us to make. Given the stats and everything else, it's not the worst idea to just go ahead and throw Repel on at this point. Although nothing is of particular danger, it doesn't seem like. Let's check where we are. A little bit too far east, a little not far enough south. Huh, we have an interesting archipelago there, sort of. In that sandy little area there. Looks like that goes further south. That might be where we need to go for coordinates. Let's see if this goes anywhere first. We'll just call them Barrier Islands. How about that? Yeah, now we're not far enough to the east and not far enough south, but we do have a town. And it's Garinham. Very good. So 3 chests to check here, plus a cave. Alright, there's the Death Necklace. Fairly close on Death Necklace HP. Usually we like to get to about 129. Or 116 right now. Otherwise, a key and either a key or herb in the 3rd chest there. In the back, another dark cave. This has got to be the grave. Suppose it also could have been the other end of the swamp cave. It was not, however. Hey, there's the stones. Empty chest and some cash. Yeah, I like this idea. There's 2 more treasure chests there in the grave. However, we have the overworld search coordinates. Big stat kings there, level 18. This is actually looking fairly reasonable for a Flame Sword win at this point. Probably don't even need Erdrick Sword. It's very close. But given that we have the overworld search coordinates still to check, we haven't found coal, we still have Hawksness outstanding. Those are good places for our remaining items to be, including the token, the armor, and the sword. I do like the odds-on play there. Ruinham is a little bit out of the way, if one of those things is there. So we go south to another dead end. Ooh, there's a town down there. Coordinates. We need to go south of that town. So however we can get there. Can't get there directly, unfortunately. Could be across the swamp cave on the other continent. Maybe we can loop around here to the east. Oh, we do have a branch heading in that direction. Wouldn't be surprised if this, once I cross this bridge, this looks to be the island where that town lies. Nice. Coal or Hawksness would both be helpful, even Remolder with the single chest there. Just a couple steps off. Oh, I guess we're gonna check the town first. It's coal. Search tile. Erdrick's token. Okay. So the armor is the critical thing to find now at this point. The sword would be nice, but looking at the stats, I would probably say not strictly necessary. Oh, there's Erdrick's armor. Numbers are still very close. 132 attack power gives us a range of 8 to 16 damage against the Dragon Lord. 12 on average. DL2 has between 150 and 165 max HP, so that puts us right around 13 to 14 attacks to win. We have 12 heal mores. 122 HP gives us some room for double attacks, assuming we can get to the Dragon Lord fully intact. I think the numbers look pretty good. Short Charlock is going to help us in this. We don't have to go through the entire castle, it's just the bottom floor. Forgot to mark off the death necklace there. We'll go ahead and light that up. Ah, there's level 19. No strength. It really doesn't change the math at all, for the most part. So really no utility at level 19. A couple more HP makes a double slightly more likely, but not much. Still looking around and exploring for the jerk cave. Looking like a lot of dead ends here. Southeast, which is going to leave... oh, the second continent. There is still a branch west of the castle that we did not explore. It's a little surprising I didn't circle back to that. I think I just saw so many other good things along the way. But since we're already here right next to the swamp cave, it's a good idea to go ahead and go through and see if we can lay eyes on the Rainbow Drop Cave. You can see, checking the stats there, seeing how close I think I really am. I really could probably throw Repel up at this point. The numbers look good enough. Yep, there's the Repel. A couple different options here. This looks like a narrow area. It's a short dead end, but there's a cave. And there's the jerk. I like it. Yep, we're gonna bail. We're gonna do this thing. No Hawksness, no Remolder. Let's just go and win. So I keep double checking the stats there, making sure all the numbers look okay. Now part of the difficulty is, you know, I don't know when the next level is to come. I guess I could look with Gwaelin's Love. It's a pretty quick check to see how long it would take to get to level 20. I think I didn't really think about it at this point. It's not super common that you're running flags like this. Wow, no encounters all through Sharlock. Granted, we have 94 defense, we're going to be repelling a lot, but we got no encounters of any of the big enemies. Until there, of course. As soon as repel wears off, right? Try to do a couple steps of heal walking, but the Axe Knight says nope. Let's just burn the herb instead. Good call. It's faster. Stop spell is good. We go in over 100 HP. We get back attacked, but we still get a swing in, starting with 8. Fight is going to go really fast here. 16. 25. Lots of low rolls. 35. Not inspiring confidence thus far. 47. We get a double, though. 58. 68. 78. 88. How many 10s are we going to roll? 102. 117. Another double. I think that's going to push us over the edge. 131. 142. 150. Another double. 158 was enough. Wow, our rolls were terrible in that fight. 8, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 10, 10, 10, 10. Jeez. And we finished off with a couple of 8s. Gwaelin joins us. Rides Tove into the sunset. Good doggo is a good doggo. Winning this one in 27 minutes, 45 seconds. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that run overall, I would say. Very solid. No major roadblocks. No really unlucky, deaths, no major bad decisions that I could, definitely say it's like, I really shouldn't have done that. No significant backtracking, consistent progress forward. We didn't last location anything. Learning my lesson a little bit from last time, whenever you have these random XP gains and levels, I stuck close to home and continued grinding until I got a healing spell, and I think that was really important. I was also able to buy really strong armor in the process. We picked up the full plate initially, and then silver shield shortly thereafter, so that really gives us a lot of sustain in the exploration phase. Granted, we did do a lot of exploration past the staff cave initially. No quest items or equipment there, but the stones cave we found there did have a key, and that opened things up nicely for us, especially since we never found Remolder, and the other findable keys were themselves key-locked. One of them was in the Tangible Treasury, and the other one was in the back of Garinham, so finding Remolder would have been the only other way to get keys in this seed to get things rolling, so it's actually a good thing that we did go up there to the northeast. Be interested to know how others got keys. We're not sure. Remolder could have been southwest of the castle, which potentially could have been very close by, or it might have been, a tile off screen on the other side of the swamp cave, which was also not terribly far from home. It would also be nice to know where the sword was. If it was in Remolder, for example, that could also have been a very quick pickup for somebody, not needing to do the mini gold grind like we did for the flame sword. So, such as it is, that's this week's seed. So, question is, how did we do? Let's take a look at the results, and hey, there we go, first place in a very tightly packed field. Really happy with that result. As it's probably been obvious in the several weeks we've been doing these now, there's a very high degree of parity in the DWR community, so whenever you strap into race, it's really anyone's to win, for sure. As I'm looking at the numbers here, we have the top 3 clustered a minute apart, myself, Angel FM, Marshfield Monk, and then the next, 8? All clustered within about a 6 or 7 minute segment there. I wonder if winning with the Flame Sword might have given us a little bit of an edge in this one. It's hard to say exactly. It definitely benefited us that we didn't have to do any additional exploration, in terms of finding Erdrick's sword, etc., but it's not just that. We got to skip Remolder, we skipped Hawksness, we didn't check the bottom of the grave, we didn't have to go into the Charlock Treasury and search the chests there, and the slowest thing you do in these flags is walk around. Especially with fast hacks and speed hacks, the only thing that's not sped up is your walk cycle. So that can equal a big time save in the end. I guess just some food for thought for next time, I suppose. Have to keep that one in mind. We don't do fast hacks, speed hacks all that often, but when we do, you do have to kind of change your strategic approach just a little bit. Looking as well at the results here, welcome this week to Drolo07. Frequenter of my streams on Twitch, joined us in his first go at the Seed of the Week this week, so GG to you, sir. And GG to all the runners this week. This was, again, a very packed field. Lots of good runners, lots of veterans. But again, like seeing those newer names up there as well. Hopefully some of those will start joining us for the live races, which happen, I would say, most weeknights, sometimes a little bit more frequently on the weekends as well. So, that's going to do it for this week's DWR Seed of the Week. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Come visit over as well at twitch.tv/diabetesthe2 for more Dragon Warrior Randomizer and other similar content. Also, a reminder to check out the description below for more information on the Seed of the Week, the Randomizer, and the DWR Discord community. It's a great group of people, and whether you want to support myself, other racers, join in the fun yourself, definitely come in, check out some high-quality, retro, rando racing. But until next time, this is Diabetes the Second. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care.